Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? It is Friday. So, for those of you who work Monday through Friday, 6 or 7 more hours, and you got this. For those of you who work longer than a normal day, I am sending you a lot of fortitude and grace. All right, so let's see what the message is for us today. Welcome, everyone. If you're watching on the replay, please hashtag replay as you do add to the energy of the group. For those of you who are watching on the live, good morning. So thank you for all of you, however you're finding me. And if you are finding me on YouTube, please subscribe and like. That helps me. All right. And those of you on Facebook, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that immensely. I appreciate all of you. All right, so the first card is out. Thanks, Anne. Thanks. I know that on the Instagram, you see more of it than you, more of my clothing and more of me, just because I'm using my phone and not the camera. So yeah, so for those of you who are a Gilmore girl by heart, I am wearing my Luke's Diner t-shirt today. Actually, it'll be going away because it's a heavy long sleeve t-shirt, but it's only going to be like maybe in the 50s today, and it's going to rain. So I thought, well, we'll be a little warm today. We'll get a little cozy today. Okay. It's that time of year when I have like fall clothes, winter clothes, spring clothes, summer clothes. They're all out. So good Lord. All right. I'm loving this message for us today. Yeah. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. So if you haven't, so I'm starting to do on the IGTV Instagram, doing kind of a card, like a daily card, like I used to do, which is just one quick message. And I am using a different deck, so it is a little different message than what I do here in the morning. So check that out if you're drawn to it. All right. So this is a beautiful start to a Friday. Hope. And I don't know if you can see this, but inside the light there's actually the outline of a person. So it's like the divine is holding you in the palm of their hands, surrounding you with light and love and protection. So if you're someone who's really going through it right now or has been going through it, this is confirmation that you're not alone. This is confirmation that you're moving forward in a positive direction, and you just have to stay in the knowingness, the positive expectation that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good, even if it's falling apart. Because what is falling away no longer serves you. What is falling away isn't for you anymore. And it can be difficult and it can be scary, but this is beautiful confirmation that you are not alone. You are not going through any of this by yourself, because what they're bringing to you, the next card out is another major arcana card, and it's all about new beginnings. So what has fallen away, why you need to stay hopeful, is because what is coming for you is bringing and heralding in the new opportunity, the new love, the new support, the new tribe. Whether it's coworkers, partners, but this is a woman who knows where she's going. This is a person who knows where they're going, male or female. This is a person who knows where they're going, and maybe not how they're going to get there, but they're taking one step at a time. She's taking one step in this picture. And she is on top of the world because she's hopeful. She's in expectation that everything is working out for her highest and greatest good. So it's really important today to know, feel, see, hear, you are not alone. getting quiet, taking some time to ground. Look at her walking stick. She's on the earth. She's grounding. She is in connection to Mother Gaia. She is knowing that she is not alone. So look at the support in this card, these cards. You've got divine support and you've got physical support. You are not alone. And I feel like that's such an important message today for someone. Someone is feeling very despondent, afraid. So if that's you today, know that you are not alone. And sometimes we do have to get quiet so that we can feel in connection with our crossed over loved ones, with spirit. But know that what you've gone through is because it's heralding in that new beginning. And it's going to be important for you to stand in your power, stand your ground, know that the decisions you have made, as difficult as they have been, and maybe you're feeling like they've gotten you where you didn't see they were going to get you, and it's scary. But that's okay. You still have to stand in your power. You have to stand in your ground, knowing that even though you made a decision and you didn't completely see where it was going to take you, it's still where you're supposed to be. It's still the decision that you needed to make. But now it's about allowing the newness to come in. It's about allowing the new situations, the new people, the new support to arrive. And you have to drop down into your heart and receive it. Because when you've been going through it for a minute and you don't feel supported and you're living in the fear, it's really, really, really hard to feel like things are going to get better. And when things start coming into your experience, it's almost like it feels uncomfortable because you're not used to the good. You're not used to the support. You're not used to the love. So you block it, you hold it off. And that's where you've got to say, I'm just going to say thank you. I'm just going to receive. Because my team is here giving me the spiritual strength that I need. I'm here giving myself the physical strength that I need. Because I'm moving in a beautiful new direction. And I don't know exactly where it is yet. I don't know exactly how it's going to be yet, because it's coming. But look at that. This is what it's bringing. It's bringing you partnerships and alliances. It's bringing you new support. It's bringing you balanced love, balanced relationship. It's not about you giving and giving and giving and giving and depleting yourself into the point where you don't have it to give anymore. This is what newness is bringing. This is what the support is bringing. This is what your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters are wanting you to believe, that you do deserve what's coming, that you are loved and you are lovable. And if you're not feeling that, then we've got to drop you down out of the fear-based mental thoughts into your heart so that you can feel it. Because they're here saying, we love you, we've got you. We're here for you. You are not alone. So if this message is resonating with you today, what I would say is take a little time out to get outside, get grounded, sit quietly, know that you're not alone, because it's on its way. It's on its way. This is what you're being brought to. Awesome, Anne. Awesome. All right, let's see what the advice to go along with this is. It's easy when things have been bad for so long to kind of just keep expecting things to be bad, and staying in that expectation is going to pull in more bad things. That's the law of attraction. So making sure that you're flipping that script, not allowing the negative self-talk, the self-sabotaging to overcome you, overtake you. For some reason, I'm being drawn to draw two advice cards today. So I got one, and I'm going to go for another. So we're going to have two today. Okay. All right. Two big advice messages to go along with this message today. So forgiveness and understanding. Put that right in front of my face so the camera focuses on it. As soon as you see the word forgiveness, you'll know where this energy is needed in your life. Forgiveness is the correction to human vision, an opportunity to see through the eyes of the soul, and ultimately it gives us an idea of what it's like to see through the eyes of our angels. Whatever the situation that feels heavy on your heart right now, when this card appears, your angel guide is inviting you to release it. You aren't being asked to accept bad behavior or let it go, but to realize that the only person who's truly being affected by your unforgiveness thoughts and feelings is you. You don't deserve to have past events get in the way of present happiness, and that can only happen if you make space by releasing painful experiences from your heart. So call in your angels and ask them to help you step into the energy of forgiveness. Even if you feel you don't know how to forgive, the willingness to do it will be enough. Understanding why others have committed certain acts or you yourself have made bad decisions isn't always easy. It's important to know that you are always doing the best you can with the information and tools you have. And the more you learn in life, the greater your capacity to make decisions from a space of love. When this card shows up for you, it's because angels see you as worthy of fulfilling and exciting experiences. When you are dancing with the energy of forgiveness, you're on the verge of a miracle. This isn't a time to be weighed down by the past, but a time to see beyond it. Forgiveness can be a really, really difficult concept because you don't want to feel like you're letting anybody off the hook. You don't want to feel like anybody's getting away with anything. But by staying in that energy, you're only hurting yourself. And I've learned this the hard way. The other thing I say about forgiveness is the definition that I have had to hold on to that has made forgiveness a real, tangible concept for me is that the belief that everybody was doing the best that they could at the time that they were doing it. So no matter how horrible it was, no matter how bad their decisions or your own decisions affected you, you really were doing the best that you could at that time. And that's where you need to let the forgiveness come in. Because now that you know better, you're doing better. But then that's what you knew. That's what you did. Or that's what you allowed. Forgive yourself. Forgive the other people. It's time to move on. Because the other advice card we got today was ask and receive. Ask and receive. For some of us who have been people pleasers for a very long time, this is a very hard concept because it feels uncomfortable because we're always being giving and giving and giving. Now it's time to receive. Ask and you shall receive. Your angel guide wants you to know that help is available. You're being encouraged to shift your perceptions and recognize that even in the most difficult of circumstances, a miracle is possible. Whatever miracle you need, it is available to you now. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that you may have been blocking support by saying no to the things you wanted to say yes to, and asking you to change that now. When you begin to say yes to the experiences that light you up, you usher increased levels of support into your life. You may feel that your prayers aren't being heard, but that isn't true. Angels have heard you and are suggesting you take time to access where in your work or relationships you may be creating barriers to success. When you are open to seeing and doing things differently, you will experience the answers and miracles you need. You're being encouraged to pray from a space of gratitude now. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you align your energy with the miraculous. Heaven is encouraging you to welcome support in all areas of your life. And again, That can feel really uncomfortable when you're the one that is the people pleaser, the fixer, the I take care of everyone. I put all my needs to the back. I take care of myself last. We got to stop that. That's got to be done. Because the law of attraction is what you put out is what you get back. And if you keep putting out the I want, I'll get it later, that's what you're drawing in, the wanting and the later. By receiving and saying thank you, staying in gratitude, now things are able to flow to you. That's how that works. Feeling the gratitude. All right, guys, so it is Friday. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually pick 3 cards from the Mystical Wisdom card deck. I'm going to hold them up. You can choose 1, 2, or 3, and that will be a little message for you to take into your weekend with you. All right, so let's see what these individual messages are. So here we go. One, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so we have, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. What card is your eye being drawn to, or what number is getting lodged in your mental body? Let's do this again. 1, 2, and 3. All right, here we go. All right, number 1. Hey, Sarah. Good morning, Johanna. Number 1, choices. Make the best choices. Remember, I'm going to put that right over my face so you can see the artwork there. It'll focus. There we go. All right, make the best choices, number 1. So remember, the best choice is going to be the best choice that resonates with you, that feels good to you. It's not about other people's expectations, and it's not about the woulda, coulda, shouldas. It's about what I'm truly being drawn to. It might feel uncomfortable. It might take a little bit of leap of faith, but that is my road. So remember, there's no right or wrong choice, but what choice is going to take me ultimately to where I want to be? And when Spirit's bringing you to something, it's always going to be a little uncomfortable because they're taking you down a new path, a path that is for you. Because all the paths that you're comfortable on, they haven't worked out. They're not for you. So it's time to make the choice that is for you. No wrong choice, no right choice. But what is the choice that resonates in your soul? A little scary, a little exciting, but it is for you. All right, so if you chose card number 1, you might want to drop down into your heart, maybe take a little time out for yourself, maybe journal all your fears. I'm wearing Gilmore Girls shirt, so if you all have watched Gilmore Girls, Rory, the daughter, always made choices using pro-con lists. Maybe you need a pro-con list. Maybe that's why I wore the short shirt today. For those of you who are analytical and it's hard for you to make choices, write them down. All right, so that's card number 1. Card number 2, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Card number 2, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Honestly, in the couple of years, year and a half I've had this deck, I've never pulled this card. Someone needs this message. Don't be afraid to fly solo. You know, when you're a people pleaser, when you're someone who is always stood in the back of the crowd, or when you're someone who has always done the expected, you've always been the one that didn't make waves, the one that always did what they were supposed to. This can take some getting used to, the flying solo. The stepping out of the group mentality, really getting clear about who you are and what you want. So this weekend, it might be some time to really step back and say, okay, what do I want? I know what the people around me want. I know what the collective is expecting. What do I want? And knowing that your team, your guides, your ascended masters, your guardian angel, they're going to support you. And then people who truly love you authentically, unconditionally, don't have an agenda in your life, they will support you. Those are the people that you need to put around you to support the self-reliance. That they're going to support your need to go in a different direction or step back and take a time out. Go in the direction that fills your soul up. Take that job that is for you. Start that business. Some of you want to start a business and you're afraid to because it's not the normal thing to do. It's a little risky. You'll be doing it on your own. Some of you want to move out. Some of you want to live in a different place. Some of you want to step out of a group. Maybe you've worked with the same group of people for the last 10 years, and now it's time for you to shine. And the only way you can do that is to do that on your own. It's time. You have what you need. You have the strength, you have the fortitude, you have the knowledge, you have the talent, you have the gifts. You have to believe it. Only you. It's time. Whew, all right. And card number 3. Good morning, Vicki. Welcome, honey. Hi. Card number 3. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. Let me do this again so you can see it. This is okay to be in competition with other people if it's healthy competition. If you're coming from a place of, I'm putting myself out there in the way that I'm authentic to me, that's going to compete with other people who are doing something similar, but in their own way. But that's healthy competition. If you're coming from competition from that fear-based, I have to win at all costs, no matter what, that's not the competition we're talking about. The competition this card is talking about is getting into competition in a way that you're putting yourself out into the world, into your relationships, into your situations from that very confident standpoint. That if other people want to butt up against you or give you a different perspective, you can hear it. But you can also offer from that very grounded and centered place your position. So competition doesn't have to be negative. So if you chose card number 3, I would say really look at where you're not being courageous or self-confident in your own life. Where are you letting other people talk you out of something? Maybe even look at why they're doing that. Are they truly your friend? But this is time to be competitive with whatever it is you want to be doing in your own life. Because whatever you're bringing to the table is needed. Your perspective, your take, your gifts, your talents, your passion, your creative spark. That's the healthy competition. Some food for thought. I almost can hear some wheels turning from some of you. All right, guys, that's what I have for you on this Friday. Guys, have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. If you have any questions about me, my services, please check out my website. If you haven't taken a look at my blog, please do that. If you want any more information on integrative energy therapy as an energy healing modality, please look at my video that I've done with my mentor, Sheila Tillich, on my downloads tab. And that's what I've got for you. I'm sending you all love. You're welcome, Johanna. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.